Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Just like usual, it's time for that weekly Japanese grammar review. I feel like I could be practicing a lot more, but sometimes I'll do some review, and then I'll think, oh wait, but what if when I do the review, it won't be available on the day that I want to review it? Like, what if I want to do more of the review today, so I have all 45 of the lessons here? But sometimes I worry, what if I do it too late and the lessons don't pop back up? Which is going to be probably more of a problem the more I do this, because as you practice these grammar, or as you practice anything in these kinds of stressed repetition systems, it takes longer for them to come back, just so that, you have more time to digest it. And that'll be probably more of a thing that'll be worrying when I get to the grammar stuff that I don't actually know. Right now, it's a lot of stuff that I've reviewed in the past, so we're just going to get started. We're just going to start tackling these reviews. これは blank のパソコンですか? これは誰の 誰 is who? 誰? これは誰のパソコンですか? Whose computer is that? 誰 is when we want to ask for who. The entrance, as the topic of the sentence, is dark. 玄関は暗い. Pretty sure that's supposed to be wa, just saying that the topic is dark. 玄関は暗い. Pretty simple. Just wa, just the topic. I like the month of May with its many holidays. たくさん休みのは5月が好き. I believe that's supposed to be no wa. No wa? No ga? Oh, ga aru. Ga aru is I like the month of May with its many holidays. So, the month of May comes second, with its many holidays comes first, and then ga aru. With its many holidays existing, I like the month of May. Is sort of how it would be literally translated. That would be ga aru. Noun that has the quality of ga aru. これは本です. This is a book. An object near the speaker, that's always going to be これ. これは本です. Pen. There is a pen. Pen ga aru. It's either going to be ga aru or da. Okay. I always don't know when they write it if they want me to use ga aru or da, like this. But I'm sure it's not that big of a deal in general speaking. I feel like I wouldn't use either, honestly. Just say pen. just to state that it's there. You don't even have to use anything. You don't have to support it with anything. Just say that the pen is there. Pen. Awanai, to not meet. Awamasen? I believe that's the positive. Nai is the casual, and then masen is negative when we talk about using verbs. Awanai. Wait, that's what it was written. It's awamasen. Awamasen. To not meet. Awanakatta. Oh. Aimasen. I see. Ai, not awa. I remember that was a rule I talked about, yeah. That when you use when you do it a casual, that E sound turns into awa. Aimasen. Then we have atsui, polite. Atsui desu. Just this. It is hot. Atsui desu. Hot isn't a thing that exists, it's just the state of things, so it's just this. Umida. It is the sea. Kirai. Kirai desho. When you're asserting something, when you're trying to imply something, say right, that's gonna be desho. Oka-san, blank, genki desu, also well. So when we're saying also, that's just mo. Oka-san mo genki desu. And if you add desu ka, that would be asking, is your mother also well? Hon o yomimasu. Past tense casual. Hon wo yomu. I think it would just be yomu. Looking for yonde? Yomu. Oh, what is the past tense? Because it's yomimashita is the past tense. That's the past This is a past polite form, but casual. Yomashita? Mashita? I don't think so. Yonda. Oh, it is that short form still. Yonda. Yonda. And then katakana to hiragana. And it's just to, katakana to hiragana. There are katakana and hiragana ga arimasu. Katakana to hiragana ga arimasu. To not eat. So taberu is to eat, so to not eat is tabenai. And if it was going for the polite negative, that would be tabemasen. Nai and masen are casual and polite. Inu to asobu. I like playing with dogs. Ino to asobu o suru? Not osuru? What is casual? No ga suki. Oh. No ga suki. To say that you like doing that. This is, I play with dogs essentially. Inu to asobu no ga suki. Okay. No ga suki is to show that you like doing that action. No ga suki. Watashi no onesan no ie ga blank this. My older sister's house was old, so that would be Watashi no onesan no ie ga furu. Oh, what is furude? Is it furui? Past tense of that is samu. Furukata? There we go. Kata is when we take a positive adjective and turn it past tense. Furukata. Place in your speaker. Blank ga ii desho. Here, place in your speaker, that's koko ga. Koko is a place, as opposed to like kore, which is an object. Koko ga ii desho. Sore wa blank desu. Sore wa yasui. Yasunai. It's not asking. Oh, what program is this? This is Bunpro. So Bunpro is pretty neat because, as you can see, I'm essentially going through reviews right now, and it's letting me practice a lot of the stuff that I've done on stream in the past. And so once I'm done going through these vocab terms, I have about 30 more to go through. You'll see the whole lesson portion of it. So essentially what it is they have you go through like mini Japanese lessons on different sorts of grammar ideas, and then essentially it's like a spaced repetition system. So you go through these lessons and then they reappear in your inventory, in your practice log every like couple hours, and then the more you do it, the longer the breaks in between your study sessions are. So like I think this one popped up after like 8 hours of not studying it, so after I do it again, it'll be a bigger period of time. And it works that way because it's supposed to like help you like keep it internalized without like forcing you to drill it like repeatedly. Like they space it out more and more so that eventually it just gets burned into your mind without having to think too hard about it. Yes, it is. I've been doing it with another program called Wanikane. This one has been more for vocabulary, and this is more for grammar. So Bunpro and Wanikane are just really good tools for like studying. Even if I like am still having trouble with the grammar, I feel like this is helping a lot to just keep things in my mind. Sore wa yasu nai desu. What is not cheap? Yasu kunai. So yasu, and then ku is what I forgot. I wrote yasu nai. So yasu kunai is how we turn an adjective negative. Yasu kunai. And then we have ki, that's tree. Tree is tall. They're saying the tree is tall, not the tree is tall. Ki ga takai. Ki ga takai. Yeah, I think these are great systems. These, along with like even textbooks and like other websites, there's a lot of great resources for learning Japanese. And actually what I like about Bunpro is that when you get to, when you're doing the lesson portion, they always have like extra information on each grammar structure, and they have like references to different textbooks as to where those grammar structures can be found. And I think it might appear here as well. Koko to near listener. Koko to soko. Koko is near the listener, near the speaker. Soko being near the speaker. Koko is near the speaker. Soko is near the listener. Koko to soko, here and there. Also, mo. Akarui. Akarui is bright. Koko to soko mo akarui. And yeah, you could see even on the reviews, you could see grammar info. So it talks about soko, that place. And it gives you like examples of sentences. Once you know how to read like the basic katakana and hiragana, just like the sort of letters in Japanese, it'll be a lot easier to sort of interpret this because they also just, even if they have the big kanji symbols, the program does a good job of including the pronunciation of everything. So like that first step of learning how to read katakana and hiragana is very important. But once you get there, this website is just so useful. And it gives you some extra things to read, like review of Koko, Soko, Doko, Asoko, Iine Nihongo. It's the website. And actually this whole thing, I think I mentioned this last time, bonus examples on DeviantArt. Koko, Soko, Asoko, Doko. So it's a very good like resource that links other resources. Like it's like a hub, I would say. You start there and it branches out to different other resources. And you can see Genki 1, Genki 2, Genki 1 second edition. It lists the page numbers. So it really is just, it feels very encompassing. Bar from speaker and listener, Asoko. Asoko ga hiroi. A quiet room. Blank heya. Shizuka heya. Shizuka, and that's a na adjective, so shizuka na. Shizuka na yoi ni hitori o tonoshi hitoshiki yoshie o hidaki. Toke, object marker, to look at the clock. Toke o minai, miru. Toke o is that verb action. Toke o miru. Clock to look at. This picture is mine. Kono. Kono is this. Kono shashin wa watashi no desu. I feel like hiragana will... Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If you learned Hangul before, then... Yeah, they're syllabic. Yeah. Like, this is always going to be ko. This is sara. This is to. And then, obviously, we have these kanji here. And then, like, shimasu. So, as long as you can read them and know how they're pronounced, it's pretty much just all syllabic. So, once you get that down, you don't have to worry about, like, weird pronunciations or anything. There are, like little small, like, nuances with, when certain katakana or when certain syllables are together. Like, here we have shimasu, but typically when you pronounce it, it's shimasu. The u sound gets dropped. And, like, words like suki, which is to like, ends up being ski, where the u sound also gets dropped in that as well. But that's, like, a lot of things that you learn as you're, like, reading on the tables, and, like, it usually is included in the information, like, on the starting hiragana and katakana, like, the pronouncing the mora. So, koko, I studied grammar with Sarah at here. So it should be koko de. I guess it's since they're highlighting the at. Koko de, Sarah to bunpo o benkyou shimasu. Because there's the place taking action, I guess? Yeah. Koko de Sarah to bunpo o benkyou shimasu. And then saying, Hai, Yamada-san ga... And everything that... All the blanks are always just what you have in the blue text, so... Hai, Yamada-san ga suki desu. So, suki. Eki, blank, iku. So, to go, that's a particle that uses e. Eki e iku. But can I use a different particle? Yes. So, motion particles either be he or ni. Either one works. I know that there's, like, more of a, like, poetic meaning between using he and ni, but both of them mean going to the station. Eki ni iku. Ie blank hito. People who have a house. Ie... Which is... What is who have? ie no ito. I don't think it's no. No wa? No. Ga aru. Ie ga aru. I need to look at the grammar info for this one. Ga aru. Ga aru is... Oh! People who have a house. Ga aru can be used to represent people that have something. Ie ga aru, where noun 2 has noun 1. Okay. Okay. Next. Kore ga nani? Kore is this. Sore wa umi no mizu desho. That. Sore. And then kawa ga aru. There is a river. Explaining. Kawa ga aru... Oh, this one. It's not aru ka. It's... aru no? Is it noda? Let's see. Undes. Or no des. Oh, I see, because noda is like very, very, very casual, but it would be undes or no des for a more formal version. Kawa ga arundes. Arundes. Aru no des. Either way works. Kyoshitsu. I will go to the classroom. Kyoshitsu e iku. Is it not e? Oh, wrong particle. It's pronounced e, but written as he. He iku. There we go. I made that mistake last time too. Kore wa ii desu. Is this good? So when you're asking a question, you just simply add ka at the end. Kore wa ii desu ka? And next. Eh? Eh? Oh, I thought my computer was breaking. That over there is a train. Asoko wa densha desu. Are. No, are. Are. Because we're not talking about a location, we're talking about an object far away. So when we're talking about an object far away, it's are wa densha desu. Sensei, and then polite, sensei ga arimasu. The teacher exists. Ga arimasu? No? Oh, ga imasu. Ga imasu, ga imasu, because it's a living object. Arimasu is to refer to objects that exist. Imasu refers to living creatures, living objects, living beings. Ga imasu. I should know that. Kore wa blank oto da. Kore wa ii oto da. Anata blank namae wa. Your name is. Anata no namae wa. No is possessive. Anata no namae wa. Soji. To do. Soji o suru. A general just to do. Like if you're verbing a noun, o suru. Or oshimasu if you're doing it formally. Kanji o oboeru. Verb nominalizer. Oh, what is this one? Kanji o oboeru. Kanojo desu. No wa, I think this is. No wa. Kanji o oboeru no wa. Kanojo desu. She is the one who remembers kanji. Kamita. No, it's talking about there is. So that should be Kami ga aru. Ga aru, ga aru. There is. Oyogu. So it's asking for the short form, which is oyoide. There is a cute girl. Kawaii na onna. Oh no, that isn't Eve active. Kawaii. Kawaii. Onna no ko ga iru. Kawaii is an E adjective, so we don't need to add the na at the end. Kare wa toshokan de nihongo wa o benkyou blank daro. He is studying. Benkyou suru. He is studying. Oh wait, no, there's something special about this one. There's something is studying. Shimasu. Shi... ga suru. It's something weird here. What is this? Shiteiru. So he is studying. Kare wa toshokan de nihongo o benkyou shiteiru. There we go. Dado. Konya wa isogashi daro. Asserting something as in a masculine way is daro. Asoko de blank this. You may play over there. Asoko de asonde. Asonde this. Asonde mo ii. Asonde mo ii. There we go. I didn't even need to look at the alternate. I didn't even look at the answer. Asonde mo ii. The de mo ii is for giving permission, and the asonde, that's the short form of asobu. At least a verb for it. Akai to aoi. That's, oh no, or not and. Akai ka aoi. Nice. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty quick. Got through that pretty fast amount of time. So next, we're gonna do, like last time, we're gonna go through about 21 pieces of grammar. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what they throw at us. We see de, that's just a motion verb. We talked about this one in the past, during my other lessons. So, basu de iku. Basu de gakkou ni iku. I go to school by bus, so de gakkou ni iku. And then, jitensha, that's bicycle. Jitensha de ii desu. Bicycle, good. Or by bicycle is good, because jitensha de ii, bicycle, or by bicycle. Jitensha de is basically by bicycle, and then ii desu is good. Yeah, we can see here, it's the same thing. Jitensha de, by bicycle. Densha de itte mo ii desu ka? Is it okay to go by train? Densha de itte mo ii desu ka? Is it okay to go by train? Because train, or this is by train, and this is itte mo ii. Am I allowed to go by the train? We talked about it just earlier with the review. Itte mo ii, that is to go by train, or asking for permission to go by. And then desu ka is turning that into a question. If there wasn't that ka at the end, that would be densha de itte mo ii desu. That would be them saying, it is okay for you to go by train. So, gotta remember that ka at the end turns that into a question. Takushi de ii desu ka? By taxi. And then ii desu ka? Is it okay? So, is it okay to go by taxi? And then if you replied, taxi de ii desu, then you would be saying, it's okay to go by taxi. This is sono, again one of those kosawado. This is referring to that, so like sono hon is talking about that book, as opposed to when you say kono hon, which refers to this book. Sono always, the so series of like identifiers always refers to whatever's near the listener. Sono hon, that book. Sono eiga, that movie, if you're like pointing at a movie poster near the person you're talking to. And then e is to move towards. So, Osaka e yokoso, because Osaka e is to Osaka, and then yokoso, that's welcome. Doko e, where, and then go. Watashi wa densha de Osaka e iku. Watashi wa densha de Osaka. This is by train to Osaka, and then I, that watashi wa. Kobe e iku, so then Kobe to go. Pretty straightforward. E and ni both work as motion. So let's see a short quiz here. Basu de iku. I go by bus. And then sono, that dog, is my dog. And then where to? He. That's 3 down already. Kuru, to come. Kuru or kimasu. This is a bit of a weird verb. It's what we call a... what is it? It's like an exception. This verb doesn't conjugate the way others do, but it's a very commonly used verb because it represents coming somewhere. So, tomu wa koko ni kuru. You can see instead of using o, as we typically do with most verbs, it's using ni, because again, this has to do with motion. A lot of motion verbs use ni instead of o. So, basu ga kuru. And then, kare wa basu de kimasu. He will come by bus. We actually don't see many. You see here, koko ni kimasu, to come here. Ashita kimasu. That's like more casual, there's no particle there. But kimasu essentially means to come. And they have some examples of conjugations here. Datta or deshita. Oh, that's to be. Oh, I've heard deshita a lot, and that's like more formal, I suppose. So datta is the same thing. That's something I hadn't heard before. So kirei datta was beautiful. Tomu datta. Or watashi no kuruma no iro wa pinku deshita. My car was pink, and then you crashed your car, and then you got a new car. Sore wa kino deshita. Neko ga daisuki datta. I really like cats. So that's just a past tense state of being. Datta. Mo already. Mo ikai. So mo gakkou ni ikimashita. Ikimashita ka? Did you already go to school? Mo is already, as opposed to gakkou ni ikimashita ka? Did you go to school? The mo adds that already modifier. Mo sono hon o yonda. So that's I have already read that book, as opposed to just I have read that book. Sono hon o yonda. Mo already with affirmative sentences. So mo is sort of just like affirming that you did something already. Tomu wa koko ni kimasu. Is it gonna be kimasu or ku? Oh, it's asking for casual, so it's gonna be kuru. Kuru. Sore wa kino datta. Datta. Oh, we want the polite form. So deshita. And I already have that book. Mo sono hon o yonda. Then we have dake. Only or just. So verb plus dake. Oh, okay. I've seen this a lot too. And like every time I translate it I see this. But it's really helpful to just see the grammar come up like when you're actually like reading it and like seeing it in a studying setting. Dake is only or just. So hitori dake desu, only one person. Sore dake, only that. Sakka dake ga suki, I only like soccer. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I always like, because when I see dake, I always think it's like dakedo, which is like but that's not the same thing. It's just dake. Watashi dake ikimasu. Only I am going. Sono eiga wa nagai dake. That movie's just long, so dake is just. Indicating that's all there is using dake. Oh, and that looks to take him. Take him's a great resource from what I've heard. So probably is something good to like look up if you're like, especially if you're just starting. I've like learned grammar on like a bunch of different resources. So it's like not something that I need to clear up too much, but it's always good, like especially if you're starting out, to like take a look at these if you need more in-depth readings on certain parts of grammar. Because these are very bite-sized, but like if you want to see like a full like lesson, it definitely would be helpful to just read those lessons that are linked in the readings. So ga is but or however. Ga can sometimes mean something closer to and or comma simply by connecting clauses without any contrastive meanings. And sometimes the clause after ga can be omitted. So we can use ga as a way of but or and omit the clause that comes after it. That's probably more of a casual thing to do. So, muzukashii desu ka? Ganbarimasu. It is difficult, but I will do my best. Muzukashii is it is difficult, and then ganbarimasu is I will do my best. In an A ga B sentence, unlike many other grammar points, the politeness in the A and B clauses should match. Okay, so you should stay consistent with your politeness. So muzukashii ga and benkyoru or ganbaru and muzukashii desu ka and benkyou shimasu are correct. However, muzukashii ga ganbarimasu would be unnatural because this is more formal, I guess. No, muzukashii ka is casual and ganbarimasu is not casual. So muzukashii ga ganbarimasu. It should just be muzukashii ga ganbaru, because those are both casual. That makes sense. You want to match formal with formal, casual with casual. Samui desu ka? Soto e ikimasu. So it is cold, but I will go outside. Samui desu means it is cold. Soto e ikimasu is I will go outside. So the ga serves as a connector there. It's cold, but I will go outside. Roi-san wa pen o motte imasu ka? Riza-san wa motte imasen. So, Roi-san pen o motte imasu. That's to have. And then, but she doesn't have. And you can see that they actually dropped the pen in the second one, because it's implied that what she doesn't have is the pen that was mentioned in the first one. Sumimasen ga, kono kanji no imi wa nan desu ka? I'm sorry, but what is the meaning of this kanji? Kirei desu ka? Abunai desu. Kirei desu is beautiful, and then abunai is dangerous. Let's see if I can get one without looking at the bottom. Muzukashii ga tanoshii. It is hard, but it's fun. It's difficult, but it's fun. Taihen deshita ga shimashita. It was difficult, but I did it. It was hard, but I did it. Hey, I got this! So ga is just but, expressing contradiction with ga and dake. Oh, interesting. So they're connecting ga and dake together. So like, this is but, and this is just. That's pretty cool. That those are like paired together. And kara is because or since. Ooh, wait. Because. I've known that kara can be used for since, or like from, but not because. So let's take a look at some of those examples. Watashi wa inu ga suki desu kara. Oh, so if you use it like that at the end of the sentence, it could be because I. Okay. Watashi wa mainichi benkyou shita kara. Kino no testo wa kantan deshita. Because I studied every day, yesterday's test was easy. Here we have gakusei iru kara gakkou ga aru daro. So that's because I am a student, I go to school, or because there are students, there's a school. Oh, okay, okay. Gakusei ga iru kara gakkou ga aru daro. Because there are students, there is a school. Spotsu o shita kara atsui desu. Spotsu o shita kara. Because I played sports, I was hot. Yes, yes, yes. Fuyu dakara samuin desu. Because it was winter, it was cold. Why is this highlighted in red, in orange? Fuyu dakara. I hear dakara a lot too, like, when I hear like anime conversations, like, usually like that's why they say it. Oh! Oh! Dakara. As opposed to just kara. It's still because, but then dakara. That's why. And that's how I see it translated a lot in like subtitles when they say dakara. That's why. Dakara. Using kara because with nouns, adjectives, and verbs, okay. Huh. I feel like I didn't even get to using kara in that way when I was studying off of Genki, which is weird because I was at that point. I guess it's really easy even when I'm going through the book for me to miss things. Hitori dake desu. Wait. Oh, I wrote deke, not dake. Oops, typo. It is difficult. Muzukashii desu ga? Ganbarimasu. And then, watashi wa mainichi benkyou shita kara kino no testo wa kantan deshita. Hitori dake desu. Good. So that's pretty straightforward. How far are we at right now? I don't even know how far we're at. Let's see. Te mo ii. We got it's alright, fine, okay, even. Yeah. Oh, so that's the permission thing that we were talking about earlier. Te mo ii is giving permission. But this time we're talking about it not in the form of a question. So, takaku te mo ii. It's fine even if it's expensive. Nan de mo ii desu. Anything is fine. Dare de mo ii. Anyone is fine. Suiyoubi de mo ii desu ka? Is it fine on Wednesday as well? And this is tsumetaku te mo ii. It's fine even if it's chilled. Alright, alright. So it's fine. I have a lot of forms for that. Past tense E adjective. Past negative. Past negative says here Yeah, nakata. As opposed to like samukata was cold, samu nakata would be wasn't cold. So kohi wa atsuku nakata desu. So the coffee wasn't hot, which I guess would be pretty bad if you went to like a cafe and you ended up like ordering coffee and they didn't even give it to you warm. And you didn't even like, it's not like you ordered an iced coffee. Oh, konbanwa, yo, good to see you, good to see you. We're just going through some Japanese studies right now, we're just going through some lessons. It's interesting how they like separate like past negative, past positive, present negative, present positive. Or as I like to say in English, what the fuck is up? What the fuck is up, Elliot-sensei? What the fuck is up? Past negative, E adjective. Kohi wa atsuku nakatta desu. So I like how they break it up. I guess it would be overwhelming. Like when I went over like all the adjectives, I like went over like past present, past negative, and then, or why did I say past present? That's not a real thing. Past positive, past negative, present positive, present negative. I went all over all in one. But I guess for anyone studying, it's easy to just do it one at a time. So we got sore wa. What is this? Oh, yasuku. Oh, yasuku arimasen deshita. That's the formal. That's a mouthful. Past, present, both time periods at once. Kohi wa atsuku nakatta desu. And then watashi no inu wa tsuyoku nakatta desu. My dog was not strong. It's unfortunate. And let's see. We have ano, which is that over there. So that over there. Like anohana. Ano hito wa tomu desu. That person over there is Tom. Look at that Tom over there. Ano inu ga suki desu. I like that dog over there. Pretty straightforward. That just goes with the rest of the kosowa though. That fucking Tom over there. Ano Jimmy desu. That fucking Jimmy. Takai. It's fine even if it's expensive. Oh. Takate mo ii desu. What is it? Takakute. Oh! I did takate mo ii. Oh, I don't need the desu. So just takaku. Takakute mo ii desu. Okay. So that the e adjective gets to ku. Kute mo ii. Kohi wa atsuku nai. Atsuku nakatta. Nakatta. So there we go. Atsuku nakatta is not hot. I'd be mad as hell if I went to a cafe and the coffee wasn't hot. That person over there is Tom. Ano hito wa tomu desu. And then it's fine even if it is expensive. Takakute mo ii. There we go. How many things have we practiced so far? Just so I have an idea. We've gone through 12. So to keep up with the pace, we gotta do 3 more sets. Verb plus ni iku. That's pretty sensible. To go in order to. So ramen o tabe ni iku. Oh, so you can add it at the end of a verb as well. To go eat ramen. Saka o shi. Oh, and the u sound drops because it gets attached to the end there. It turns into the iku. That becomes the main verb. So it becomes, instead of saka o shimasu, it becomes saka o shi ni iku. Okay. Nihongo o benkyou shi ni ikimasu. Okay, so instead of shimasu, it's shi ni ikimasu. This ni iki. Interesting. Doesn't naruhodo at all. I feel that. I feel that. Like, I get it. And then I go to the practice and then I immediately drop it. Koen e asobi ni ita. So, ni ita. Asobi ni ita. I went to play at the park. And janai, that's the common one. Janai is not. Inu janai, it's not a dog. Sensei janai, I am not a teacher. Please don't listen to me. Sensei janai. Gyuniku janai desu. It is not beef. Kono e wa kirei janai de. Ooh. Janaimasen. You've been putting some focus on verb conjugation. It's come to your attention that Japanese is easier than Spanish. I guess the rules are pretty consistent in Japanese. Yeah, conjugates. Oh my god, I know. I think about, like, the conjugations when I was learning German. Oh, I think the pronouns is really what gets me the most when I have to, like, work with, like, verb conjugation. You have to think about, like, when you have the dative form, the nominative form, the accusative form, and they all have their own forms of verb conjugation. I feel like it's so much. Yeah, it's definitely not as bad. I mean, like, we have our pronouns, like, she, her, hers, that kind of stuff. But, like, it's not like we have to change, like, how we're, like, saying our verbs as drastically. I feel like in German, there were just so many forms that I had to remember. Like, when am I supposed to use der, die, das, dem, die, das, or den, der. Oh, God, I don't even remember them anymore. It's been so long. But Japanese is pretty consistent with that, at least. Like, it's consistent with the verb conjugation, at least. But then we have to worry about stuff like, we have to worry about how particles work. And particles is its own challenge in and of itself. And here is janakatta, as opposed to janai is not. Janakatta is was not, the past tense. Ringo janakatta. That's such a foreboding sentence to say. It wasn't an apple. Then what was it that I ate? Ringo janakatta. それはペル。ペルでした。I don't know how to say pear in Japanese. 先生じゃなかった. You know, some people might confuse an apple for a pear. Like if they were really messed up, you know, you just see a hard stone fruit. It's not soft like a peach or a plum. You bite into it, crunchy like an apple. Pear. Oh, okay, it's just pear. To go eat ramen. Ramen o tabe tabe ni iku. There we go. There is. You made it up! I can't believe I got. I feel like, you know what? I feel like people would say pear anyway. You know, they replace a lot of words with English words even when they already have a word for it. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's very believable. A very believable lie. Inu janai. It is not a dog. As opposed to inu janakatta, which would be it was not a dog. Ringo janakatta. Oh, I can't even... Oh, nashi. Nashi. Okay. Nashi is pear. Alright, so verb nai. Is this like short form? Look at this. They have the whole... That makes sense. They have the ru verbs and then the u verbs. So, miru becomes minai or mimasen. They throw like... Okay, they're gonna throw the past positive, the past negative, the present positive, and present negative, all in their own things. And then they're just gonna throw verb conjugation as a whole into just one whole thing. I've sang a song about verb conjugation already, so I know it, like, pretty well. So, oyogu becomes oyoganai, yasumu becomes yasumanai, or yasumimasen. Yasuma nakatta becomes yasumimasen deshita. That's past positive, or past... This is past negative, present negative, past negative. So, sushi o tabenai, pretty straightforward. Pizza o tabenakatta. Eki ni ikanakatta. Sushi ga suki janai kara tabenai. I don't like sushi, so I don't eat it. Those conjugations bussin' respectfully. Respectfully. Kara. And there it is. That's the version of kara that I know, from. And now I know that it becomes either from or because, which I guess are two pretty different uses. But kara usually was used at the end of a sentence, at the end of like an idea, while kara follows up a noun. Eki kara basu de kita. I came from the station by bus. America kara kimashita. I came from America. Kara kimashita is I am from, as opposed to like you came from America, like you flew from America to here. But it more means that you are American, or you lived in America. Kono kutsu wa okasan kara desu. These shoes are from my mom. Yes, it can also mean since. I think that's what it said during the other kara lesson that I had. It was because or since. And then mae ni is in front of, or before. And I guess I could see why it translates as both, because, you know, an event that happened before something was an event, if you look at the timeline, it was in front of it. So, 食べる前に という what is... Oh, wait, that's quotation marks, right. 食べる前にいただきますという Before eating, we say いただきます。帰る前に勉強する Before going home, I will study. You know, just go to the library to study up. 前にここに来ました So ここに来ました is here before. Or I've been here is ここに来ました And then I've been here before is what happens when you add the 前に。前にここに来ました I've been here before as opposed to just I've been here. It's a little bit more descriptive. 食べる前に手を洗いましょう Let's wash our hands before we eat. 食べる前に手を洗いましょうテストの前に机があります There is a desk in front of the TV. テレビの前に机があります It's pretty straightforward. 前に is just in front of or before. Oh, I wonder if... Let me see another in front of. Yeah. 私の前に So it looks like when you add the no in front of 前に is when it means in front of. But otherwise it means before. That's pretty interesting. How they like have that extra highlight to show when it is used that way. So, 寿司が好きじゃないから食べ casual present negative 食べない Just 食べないアメリカから来ました And then 食べる Let's wash our hands before we eat 食べる前に Let's wash our hands before we eat 食べる前に手を洗いましょうAlright, と And, oh, quotation. Oh, I think I've heard of this use before too, actually. 彼は見てもいいと言いました He said it's okay to look. 彼は見てもいいと言いました So 見てもいい was what he said と言いましたメモに私は今から学校に行きますと書きました I wrote I am going to school now on a note because 私は今から学校に行きます I'm going to school now メモに was on a note So メモに私は今から学校に行きます would be I am going to school now on a note と書きました saying that I did that 彼はここに来ますかと聞いた I asked is he coming here 晩ご飯を作ったと言って I said I made dinner. It's for quotations as long as it just follows something that you're saying someone said. We have verb ta or verb teiru. So what does it mean? Verbs need to be in plain form, not must form. A noun plus verb ending, a person who lived in Tokyo. Let's see what they have here. たくさん勉強をした学生 So, who studied a lot? 住んでいる日本に住んで Is that 住んで I assume is lived? And 日本に住んでいる外国人友達から借りた Oh, because it's verb ta. 借りた pen. So a pen from a friend, borrowed. 洗った服 washed clothes. Oh, so you're nouning a verb essentially. A chair I made. 私が作った椅子 Like a noun that had a verb done to it. 先生が教えた文法 Grammar taught by a teacher, nouning a verb, yeah. To make it adjectival, yeah. That is a bento box that was sold by that store over there. それはあの店が売った弁当でしょう That is a bento box that was sold by that store over there. A person who cleaned. 掃除をした人 A person cleaned. This is 買いに行った飲み物 A drink I went to buy. Let me see if I can do the next one without the answer. Higashi kara kita kaze. The wind that came from the east. Yes, a wind that came from the east. I got this. Kekkon suru, that's marriage, I believe. Kekkon suru mae ni itta kotoba. Words that were said before marriage. Yes, yes, I got this, I got this. I'm a grammar master. And then this is kedo, or dakedo, which is but. I know that one from anime. And then, oh, classification from least formal to most. Kedo is less formal than kedomo. He's poggers! Keredo. And then keredomo. And then ga. What? More information on polite list levels. So that's good, but are you really gonna go? それはいいけど、本当に行きますか? That's good, but are you really gonna go? So that's good, but, and then really going. Is 本当に? Are you really going? その赤 T シャツが好きだけど、青い T シャツを買う. I like that red shirt, but I will also buy the blue one. So yeah, dake or dakedo. Or dakedo or kedo is just but. 毎日シャワーを浴びるけど、今日は浴びない. I take a shower every day, but today I will not. 私がトムだけど、I am the Tom you were looking for, but I'm Tom, but お金があるけど、買いません. I have money, but I won't buy it. 豚肉は嫌いだけど、鶏肉を食べます. I don't like pork, but I eat chicken. Let's see this one. その店は高いけど、美味しいでしょ. The restaurant is expensive, but it's delicious. So kedo is but. But! He said it is okay to look. 彼は見てもいいと言ってました. Eh? What is it? と言いました. Oh. There's no te. と言いました. That's what it is. I had the past tense right, but not the permission. Te mo, or te to ii. Okay. Takusan benkyou o... Who studied a lot. Oh, wait. Why did I forget this one? How am I having goldfish brain on this lesson? Takusan benkyou o... blank... seito. How he studied a lot. A student benkyou o... suru? It's not suru, it's... shita. Wait. Oh yeah, we did past tense in this lesson, that's why. Shita. Sono akai t-shirts ga suki, and then kedo, aoi t-shirts o kau. Kedo. You need something. Oh, it's dakedo when it's a not adjective. Dakedo. That's the rule. So it's kedo if it's not a not adjective, and otherwise it's just kedo. Kare wa mite mo ii to iimashita. And then takusan benkyou o shita. Seito. Seito is student. What's the difference between gakko and seito? I know that they're both used for students, but I'm not sure what exactly the difference between the two is. I guess we have like student and pupils. Probably something along those lines there. We did 21. I feel like I haven't done a lot though, so I'm gonna go for a couple more, just because, you know? We have some more lessons we can go through. This is dare, which. So as opposed to... oh, this is dore, as opposed to dare, which is who. Dore is which. Dore dake tsuyoi yo sake demo. Dore. Dore ga ii desu, which is good. Dore demo ii desu, whichever is fine. Then we have dore ga suki desu ka, which do you like? Pretty straightforward. Dore, just a question word. This is kirai, it's a not adjective, but it's usually pointed out a lot of times because it ends with an e sound, but it's a not adjective. So パイナップルが嫌い？大嫌いだ。嫌いな食べ物がありますか? Is there anything you dislike? This is 嫌いな色はありません。嫌いな色はありません。I don't like that color. Oh, there's no color that I dislike. Right, right. There was a double negative there. Or there's not disliking is what it was. Kirai na iro. That's disliked colors, and then there are none, because arimasen. And then we have kirai janai kedo. Kirai janai kedo. Suki janai. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Yeah, I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. Pretty simple. It's just kirai. Verb te iru, or verb te plus iru. State of being, or has, have, done. You may come across verb te plus te, kitete. This is the te form of te iru with kiteiru. Kitete. Oh, so they just drop the e. When te iru is used with a verb that expresses a change that happens within a moment, it indicates a state of being that is no result of the realization of that verb. So, to get angry, the realization is got angry. To be mad in a state of anger, not to be getting mad. So the verb in the dictionary form expresses a starting moment, and teiru. Oh, okay. So it's being that verb as opposed to just starting that verb. Basu wa ima Osaka ni kite imasu. The bus is in Osaka now. The bus has come to Osaka and is there now. Yeah. Present progressive. That it is happening and it's like, yeah, the ing. Exactly. So, party wa hajimatte iru. Yeah, like I am watching the stream. Haishin wa mitte iru. I think that's what it would be. Party wa hajimatta iru. Matte iru. The party has begun. The party has begun and is still going on. Densha wa Tokyo ni itte imasu. So densha wa Tokyo ni itte imasu. The train is going to Tokyo currently. Or the train has gone to Tokyo and is still going. The train isn't... Yeah, the train is... Oh, okay. It means it arrived there. Like the previous example, the sentence... Okay. It can also be interpreted as the train is going to Tokyo. So teiru is just... Yeah. Oh, so what's the thing on Gakusei versus Seito? Let me see. Let me copy this. Let's see. Let's see what Japanese particle master has to say. Student in Japan, there's Gakusei and Seito. So Gakusei, a student in Japanese, depending on the situation and context, it can be also used as a plural noun meaning students. And then people use Gakusei to learn something in school. University. Gakusei is very different from the other one. Yeah, well, because Gakusei uses learning and life, essentially. So school life, essentially. Studying and growing. Seito is that life, and then this is junior, I think? Let me see. Oh, apprentice, yeah. Life apprentice. So... who hasn't graduated from school and is still learning something can be called Gakusei. A person who has already graduated from school but takes lessons. Oh, okay. Because it's more like an apprentice is what it is, how the word works with the kanji. Whether a person is in a classroom besides school. Alright. So, growing apprentice. That makes sense. Because Gaku means like school learning. To study or to learn. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It's like you wouldn't use Gakusei for someone who's like still studying, but like isn't in the school, but is still like studying something. While like Seito is for someone who's like learning stuff still. Not to say that anyone ever stops learning. We always are in the process of learning. Alright, 3 or more objects. Ga ii desu ka? Which is good. Why did I forget which one we were talking about? Multiple objects, plural form. Dore. Oh my god, if you could extend the consonant sounds of the R characters in Japanese, I think I would not be able to speak the language. I feel like you would need to be able to roll your R's to do it. Dore. Pineapple ga kirai. That's dislike. And then the bus is in Osaka now. Basu wa ima Osaka ni kitete. Not kitete? Kiteimasu. I saw the kitete from the example and it's like that was what I had in my head. So it's kiteimasu. Alright, let's go through one more. We'll make it a solid 30. And then I want to see if I can go through some Japanese lessons, or vocab lessons, because I left some of those in the dust, and I should probably get back to doing that as well. I feel like it would be a good addition to these streams as well. Just to see some extra stuff, some extra vocab practice. Oh, this is a long one. No nakade, or ga ichiban. Oh, no nakade, blank ga ichiban. If you roll your R's while speaking rough Japanese... Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually too. Dorre! Ora! Ora doshita! I cannot roll my R's either. So, when I was in high school band, playing the trombone, there's a technique that brass instruments have available to them. I think all instruments have them available, but like it's very pronounced in brass instruments. And they call it flutter tonguing, which makes a really like scratchy sound with your instrument. It makes it sound like really rough. And the way you're supposed to do it normally is that you're supposed to essentially do what you do when you roll your R's when you're buzzing into your instrument. However, this is fucked up for someone who can't actually roll your R's. So the way you have to like flutter tongue on a brass instrument is by like gargling your throat with no water in it. So like that's the same approach that I take to rolling my R's. It's just scratching my throat up. Dorlia! It messes with my throat to do it. But it's the closest I'll ever get to rolling my R's. I need to stop trying to do it. I think it's partially genetic, but yeah, I think you can force yourself to do it. I had to force myself to learn how to snap my fingers and also how to whistle. Neither of those came naturally to me, and both of those things sound like someone who can't do it. Like when I snap my finger, it took a lot of practice. Yeah, I have too. And like my whistling sounds really sad. I'm not even gonna whistle because everyone knows that whistling on a mic can be pretty painful. I'm not gonna be that rude to you. So, kono naka de ichiban suki na tabemono nani? Among these foods, what is your #1 favorite food? And then this is what is that? Chuka ryori no naka de nani ga ichiban suki desu ka? Out of all these Chinese dishes, which is your #1 favorite? So, no naka de ga ichiban. Nomimono no naka de ichiban suki na no wa nan desu ka? Out of all the drinks, what is your #1 favorite drink? It's tricky. Also, greetings, Mercury Drive. I don't think I said hello to you, but it's good to see you here too. Out of all teas, what is your #1 most delicious tea? Ocha no naka de ichiban oishii no wa nan desu ka? So it looks like you can put them all together, like no naka de ichiban. No naka de ichiban. Out of all teas, what is the #1 most delicious tea? So no naka de e ga ichiban. Gotta use a Spanish or Japanese R. Yeah. So it's oh. Oh no, I'm not even gonna try it anymore. That was messed up. That was so messed up. I feel stressed out thinking about my struggle to roll R's. Oh god. My R's are so sad. But we can try. We can make an effort to get better. A is the best most. And wa plus ga. Doko is where? That's a common one. That's what you use when you're playing with Japanese VTubers in Among Us. Doko? Body doko? Ryo. Onryo. Like, after specifically an N sound, what word is, like, oh, Nihon, oh, Nihon ryori. Oh, yeah, I could see that. That is a little tricky. Nihon ryori. Yeah, it's letting your tongue flap. Yeah, I like how my tongue, like, hit the top of my mouth, like, when I do that kind of sound. But like I can't make it like vibrate the way that you would when you're rolling an R. Nihon ryori. I can do like the one like flick off, but I can't like make it go back and forth. It might be too far forward, yeah. Nihon ryori. It's the back of your top front teeth. It feels so weird though. Like I can get the R sound, the R sound better when I like flick off like the top of my mouth. But I mean, I don't think I ever played like instruments particularly correctly either. They always say you weren't supposed to puff up your cheeks when playing the trombone or any brass instrument, but that was a habit that I never broke. I played the music correctly though, so that's enough for me. Then we have ni naru or kunaru, or to become. So like ni natte is what you hear as well a lot. Muzukashii kunaru. Ureshiku naru. Bad habits gang, baby. Hayaku naru, to become fast. Yoku naru. And then kirei ni naru. Kono restaurant no sushi wa oishiku natta. Became delicious. Kunatta is became. Kunarimasen is to not become. Alright, that's pretty simple. So naru is to become. Oh, interesting! Like, yeah, I guess that makes sense when you're talking with, like, a specific teacher with that kind of stuff. Ku, K and W versus ku and wa. Yeah, I could see how it is. And I mean, I think it's just because, like, with English, we have so many different phonetic sounds on each letter that, like, getting used to just a single, like, phonetic table is a lot harder when you've worked with a lot of different kinds of phonetics in the past with your own native language. English Ks are very breathy and make contact with a lot of your mouth. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think, like, what are other English words? It's like wo. Start at the back of your throat. Who, what, where, when, why. Wo. Watashi. Yeah, wa. As opposed to what? Wa. Yeah, I see that. I feel that, actually. Like, when you're more conscious of these things, like, when you think about feeling them, like, you actually really do, like, feel where the pressure is, or, like, where the feeling is in your mouth. And, like, I guess that's, like, something you think about when you have to teach a language, and, like, the phonetics and, like, the linguistics of it. It's really interesting. Yeah. Because you have to teach it the other way around when you teach in Japan to English. Yeah, teaching in Japanese. I know what you meant. Doubutsu no naka ga ichiban suki. Ichiban suki na doubutsu wa nan desu ka? What did I mess up? Wait. No naka. Oh, it's not de, it's ga. Ah! Yes, they're much less aspirated. Yeah. Like, you can really just break them apart. And just, yeah, you barely put out any air. Like, they're very, like, sharp. Sumimasen ga, kono hon wa doko ni arimasu ka? Doko? Where? And then this is to become difficult. To become difficult. Muzukashi ku naru. Yes, kunaru is to become. Kunatte. Kunarimasu. Narimasu. That's another word that I learned from, like, listening to a lot of music and watching anime. I forget what it was, but, like, naritai, I know, like, is talking, when they're talking about, like, they want to become something, they say, like, naritai or narimasu. Umaku naritai. I think about that scene from Sound Euphonium a lot. When she's, like, running on the bridge, when Kumiko's, like, running, screaming, I want to become better. I want to get better. Umaku naritai! I want to get better. Hokage ni naritai! I'm gonna become the first president of the Hokages! Datte bayo! Man, it was so weird. I brought up, like, Naruto to my students today at the academy, and it was like... I know that Naruto was popular, like, the biggest anime, but, like, knowing that these kids were born after Naruto was a thing, and having kids talk to me about, like, Naruto and how cool Naruto and Naruto Shippuden is really jarring. Because, like, I feel like... Would it be, like... Do kids get as interested in, like, Naruto as they did back in, like, the early 2000s? I know it's, like, on a lot of streaming services, so, like, it's a long series that any kid could just pick up and watch because they can just put it on for, like, a billion episodes. But, like, it's, like, always interesting to me, like, when I drop a reference like that and when the students just get it. One thing you found out recently through a Dogen video was that vowels are unvoiced when between two unvoiced consonants. Are you talking about, like, how, like, with Suki, how you pronounce it, like, ski? Or you already pick up and... Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about, right? But yeah, I think... Yeah. Because it's... That's, like, a thing that I saw in... I think it was in Genki, or it might have been in some of the, what is it? The katakana hiragana tables that they have, where they, like, tell you, like, certain, like, rules. Yeah, ski is, like, the common one, because, like, you hear that word a lot. But, like... Any, like... I think it's just the oo sounds in between any two consonants. Let me see what this video... It's long, but it's a great video. I think this is the Dogen video. I'll have this kept in another tab. I'll put that link over there for now. And we'll go back to it later. This is, out of all animals, what is your #1 favorite animal? This is, no naka ga ichiban. What is it? No naka ga ichiban. But I did... De? It's de? I could have sworn... No, I did ga last time too, but it's de. Yes, I agree. Dogen's content is really funny, and, like, his informative content is really cool, too. Like, I've considered it as well. Like, I think the more I study... Yeah, there's definitely a lot of weirdness in my pronunciation, I know that much. I definitely sound like a big baka gaijin when I speak. Dobutsu no naka de ichiban. You do one voice just by... Yeah. Like, a lot of, like, speaking... Especially, I think about it, like, when I'm singing. Like, when I sing in Japanese, you pick up on a lot of, like, the unvoiced consonants. And, like, it's just, like, mimicry. Like, I can't really actually speak that way, but, like, when I hear people saying it or singing it, like, the pronunciation just, like, gets mimicked there. Like, I just follow up with what they're doing. Alright. That's pretty much a good amount of grammar. That's, what, 30? 22, 27. We can hit one more. We'll make it a solid 30. I will regret this later. And made. So we had kara, which was from, and this is until. Kara to made. Oh wait, let me see the examples. So like, doko made iku, until where will we go, or how far will we go? Shichiji made desu, until 7 o'clock. Kono seiru wa kinyoubi made desu. The sale goes on until Friday. Asa made nemashita. I slept until morning. God, that seems like a reasonable time to sleep until. Hachiji made terebi o miru. Hachiji made terebi. I watch TV until 8 o'clock. Or to watch TV until 8 o'clock. Raigetsu made dieto o suru. I dieted until last month. Or to diet. Oh wait, that's next month. I'll diet until next month. And then sengetsu made shigoto o shita. I worked until last month. Ru form is infinitive. Don't ask me what infinitive means. It's like the dictionary form. Or Ru form is like... Oh yeah. That's like the to blank. When it ends with an u sound like that, that is like the present verb form. So like tabet, miru, taberu, suru, those are to do that. Yeah, that's the infinitive form. Tai is want to. Shitai. Shitai, kimi o mideiru na. Nihon ni ikitai. Oh, so tai is like a suffix for to want to. I see. Because I know, like, I think about, like, Whenever I think about, like, that, like, shitai, I think about, like, love, chunibyo, and other delusions, or, as it's literally translated from Japan, chunibyo demokoi ga shitai is, even if I'm chunibyo, I still want to love. Ru can also be future. It's future and present. Like, to plan on doing something or to do it. But yeah, typically, like, in a lot of, like, big introductory learning, it's that present form and that future form. Rainen Nihon ni ikitai. I want to go to Japan next year. Me too, Bunpro. And then te kudasai. Please do, polite request. So this is te kudasai. Kono hon o yonde kudasai. Please read this book. Tabete kudasai. Please eat. Yamete kudasai. Yamete could just stop. Kono enpitsu wo tsukatte kudasai. Please use this pencil. Te kudasai is pretty straightforward. It's just please. Yamete kuda stop. Nanji mare desu ka? Bunpo o benkyou shitai desu. Right? Would it be shitai desu? It's so weird because it ends it with this. But yeah, I guess we would do shitai. That's interesting. So, yamete kuda stop. Shitai. I would have thought that it would just be bunpo o benkyou shitai, but I guess the des is still formal, which is weird because normally you don't follow up verbs with that des. But I guess that's just how it is. Huh, weird. Because yeah, shitai is like the I want to form of to do. So instead of to do, it's to want. Shitai instead of suru. And then tabete kudasai. Tabete kudasai. You put that verb into the te form because it's like a command, a request. That's pretty good. 100% correct. We have 72. That's not bad, actually. We're more than halfway through N5 grammar. That's a pretty good pace. So that means it's like we have 42 more left to go. So like 2 more sets of 21, like in 2 weeks we'll be done with all the N5. Not bad, not bad. 5 weeks? 5 weeks of practice to get all the N5, to be able to pass the N5. Guarantee I will not fail. But yeah, I want to move on to some grammar now. Or not, some vocab. Because you can see this Big John over here. Let's zoom in a little bit. 310 reviews, that looks a little... You can see we got these 310 reviews over here. That's a big, scary number. The Taeform and I are not friends either, the Gaming Elixir. Welcome, good to see you. We just finished up some grammar, and now I'm going to take a look at some vocab. Maybe you'll learn some new kanji, maybe you'll see some new sentence forms. I'm somewhat far in Wanikani. I think there's 60 levels in Wanikani, and I'm at level 20 right now. But I still need to, like, break through this wall of 310 reviews. So I'm going to take some time to go through some reviews. I don't know why it has these listed down, too. I don't remember how long ago that I did this. Let's see. Let's see how bad I'm going to choke. This is emergency exit. This is Hijo Guchi. So this is emergency exit. Because Hijo, this is emergency. Hijo, and then Guchi is exit. This is... Oh god, what the hell is this? This is blood. This is descendants. Descendants. No, it's not. Mixed race. Oh, because this is race. This is race, or like... No, it's mixed. It's mixed. Mixed blood, mixed race. That's what it is. I saw the blood, and I thought descendants, because I think descendants also uses the blood. Yeah, I'm pretty far into it. Like, not like far, but like, I spent a lot of time in Wanikani. This is kowtow. Because this is throat and this is head, I believe. I don't know how that leads to kowtow, but it just is. So this is kotsu? Because this is ketsu, and then this is ko, I think. Your schedule changed, so you've been catching... Yeah. It happens. That's good, though. At least you can catch VODs. It's always good, at least. Like, as long as you can catch them. I do also upload all my VODs to a YouTube, though I've been a little slow uploading them, but I haven't missed a single VOD at the very least. This is not kotsu. This is konketsu. It's kon, not ko. That's what it is. I knew it was a ko. It was some kind of ko. Koketsu. This is to attain. Tasuru. Tasuru, to attain. But yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. This is... this. This is garbage? I think this is garbage or disaster. Disaster? Not disaster. Damage. It's damage. It's car. This is... This is a verb. I know that much. Is it shiru? No. Oh. No, that's not to feel. Kanjiru? Is this to feel? So, it's not kanjiru. It's... heru. Oh, it's degrees. It's to get lower. I'm mixing up with another kanji. Oh, it's been so long I'm mixing up a lot of them. This is... I know this is pray. Is this shrine? Is it... Oh, I have not been doing my reps. Prayer. Prayer request. Oh, because it's like negai. This is from negai, or onegai. Ah. So that probably reads as... kinen. Kigan. Oh. Kigan. I think that's from ganbare. This is to attain. It's either to attain or to acquire. There we go. That's burnt. This is kansha. This is thanks. Thanks. No, is it? I thought this was kansha. This is... What is the reading there? Kanren. Oh, like ren from renraku. It's like I'm recognizing these kanji, but like afterwards, like I know where they come from. So let's see. This is wide announcement. I think this would be announcement because it's like wide convention. This is gonna be hiru kokoku. Advertisement. It's advertising. Because it's a wide announcement. That makes sense. It's always good when I at least like understand like why I got it wrong and like what the words actually mean. I've dropped so many kanji. It's so bad. This is noun. Noun because it's name part of speech. Noun. And this is damage, so that's gun. No, it's not gun? Is it? Guy. Oh, it hurts so much when you get like the first character right, and then it's not actually the fault what you think it follows up with. This is konketsu. This is heru, to decrease. This is kanren, which is... It's not advertise. This is repeat. And this is... Kan. What is kan? This... Not advertisement, but I'm gonna say it. Relation. It's relation, correlation, connection. Because, oh, this is connect, right? Related, connected. So, they both mean connection, so it should be, yeah. Kanren is connected. And this is reru. This is to be entangled. To be connected. To entangle. To take along. Ah. Tsureru. And then we have this as mixed race. Mixed race, this is kigan. This is prayer in English. Then this is hiritsu. Because this is compare percentage. So comparing percentage, that's comparison, right? Hiritsu is... It's just percentage. Or ratio, that's what it is. Because when you're comparing two percentages, you're making that ratio. This is Meishi. We got that one. It's good to see that I'm not failing everything at the very least. We got the ratio. We got the Hiritsu, baby. Watch this Hiritsu. Hiritsu mite. Why am I making myself laugh up for something so stupid? Hiritsu mite. This is Kokoku. This is Tsureru. This is to take along. How does my keyboard sound, by the way? I actually have a new keyboard that doesn't have blue switches, so I'm wondering like how much louder it is than my last one. So I know my last keyboard was like pretty loud. This is damage. Keyboard sounds fine. That's good to hear. Because I've been doing a lot of typing with these Japanese streams recently. A lot less writing, a lot more typing. This is to decrease. This is... Oh, what the hell is this? This is easy? Yeah, blue switches are the loudest, which is why I gotta... These aren't blues. I think these are brown switches that I have now. So this is not kantan. This is not easy, I don't think. No, I think this is used... Yeah. E or eki. Alright, E or eki. And this is tsureru. And then this is... Kanke? Kanke. I burned this? What was this? Connection? This is... Yeah, connection. This was also connection. Both the kanji, or both the compound words that I've seen with this kanji so far have been connection. So I'm going to make the assumption that anytime I see this kanji, it's connected. This is gai. And this is match. No. Is this shobu? Victory or defeat outcome. Shohai. Outcome. Win or lose. I guess win or lose is like the most obvious because it's win and lose. This is ratio. Hiritsu. This is connect. Or connection. Even like if you're off little. That's what makes Wanikani so much more punishing than Bunpro. Bunpro always like gives you like a little bit of a hint if you're close. This is E. This is Kanren. This is feeling. This is announcement or advertisement. This is this is equal. I know that the English word is to be equal. Toshi? It's not Toshi. Hitoshi! Ah, so close. Drop the U and had a he in front. Hitoshi. This is victory or defeat. And this is Kisen. That's Steamboat. Like Steamboat Willie. This is Mina. No, that's Kon. This is Kon, isn't it? Yeah. This is every... This is insect? This is insect? I thought that was mushi. I guess there's multiple words, multiple meanings for a single topic. Probably some subtle differences. Steamboat. Let's try to get 30 words completed at least. I think that's a good stopping point. This is inequality. Futo. This is easy. This is... U? No. Is this chu? Fue. Oh, this is flute. This is flute. I thought it was outer space. Ugh. Man, that's such a jump. Seeing this, thinking it's outer space, and then it turns out to just be flute. This is shohai. This is kanren. This is connection. Gundam has nailed the word for space. Uchu, right? Uchu? Yeah. Yeah. It's mid-air and space, I believe. I think are the two words that make it. Or I think it's mid-air and center, I think, is uchu. And this is Seito, student. We were just talking about this one. Haha. And this is Fu... Is this Fusei? That looks like east. Or like western. This looks like western, but I think I might be wrong. Detailed, not detailed. So that means it's like inaccurate. Unknown. Fusho. This is Seto. It's just to, not to, isn't it? I knew that. Hijoguchi. This is equal. This is hitoshi. This is futo. This is fue. This is flute. And this is za... Is that Zakun? No, it's not Zakun. Sekijun. All I got was the last syllable right. Sekijun. Which is seat. Is this seating order? Yeah, seating order. Sekijun. This is kon. That's insect. This is seito. Now let's put that counter to the last wrap up. So that's smoke, I believe. Is that not smoke? Oh, right. The thing I don't like about Wanikani with its radicals is that they don't refer to the radicals as an actual, what it is, but rather a mnemonic to help you remember that this is what this image is. So it's the character for smoke, or using the character for smoke, but they have it represented as gambler. Koto. Yeah, sometimes it does help. I will not lie that sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they're just really weird. I appreciate when they add the radical in after I learn what it means, but I guess that's one of the ones where that's the first time you see the radical, so they had to give it a funny mnemonic. Warai. This is unknown. This is brainwash. I love that one. It's washed brain. So, brainwash, which I think is interesting. This is fusho. Is that fusho? Yeah, fusho. This is mu. This is dream, actually. So it's, since it's not a purple background, since it's not talking about the vocab word, but rather like, it's not talking about dream as a word itself, but rather as a kanji that you use in compound words, it's mu. But if it was that purple background, it would have been yume. This is seating order. Or sekijun. What just happened? What? I accidentally pressed ooh one too many times. Typos are the bane of my existence. I already failed the word once before, so it's not like it matters that much. So this is insect. This is laugh. Extra, right? What's up, Kane? It's good to see you. We finished up some grammar, and I just wanted to burn through a couple of Japanese kanji. That was redundant. If I say kanji, then it pretty much means Japanese already. This is se. I don't remember what this kanji is. Ko? It's shizai. It's personal funds is what this is. It's personal funds. Private funds, personal funds. Putting your kanji. Am I here putting your kanji repertoire to shame? I feel like you speak it so well, though. I feel like you can, even if my kanji repertoire puts yours to shame, like, you're so good at speaking it. This is, I know the second kanji is no. This, you're a literal kanji fraud. I'm focused on speech, yeah. I put so much practice into kanji, but now it's been a while since I practiced. Let's see, is it saki no? Not saki no. It is sen no. And then this is gambler. Of course it's gambler. This is dream. Oh, hell yeah, Gyudon, I love Gyudon. Yeah, I pretty much have never spoken to Fear until I started streaming. I know the fad is long gone, but I think eventually I might one day do the VTuber Jiko Shokai, the self-introduction. And thanks for stopping by, Akio. I hope you enjoy your Gyudon. This is senno. This is shizai. This is city, I think. It's not toshi. It's not toshi. And like, oh, it's cloth. It's cloth. It's cloth. Everyone has like done such a cool version of the VTuber self-introduction that I feel like I need to come up with something really funny for mine. Otsukare sama deshita. Otsukare Akio. This is personal funds. And then this is cloth. It's fu. It's fu as in futon. That's what it is. This is the fu that they use for the word futon. Okay, so this is cloth. And there we go. 37%! That is not passing. That's not passing at all. But I think it was a good session. We got like, we went through 30 grammar pieces, we reviewed 30 words. I'm so scared to start new lessons. But I think it's pretty good. Thank you guys all for coming. Had a pretty productive session today. So that's it. I think we're gonna look for someone to raid now. Let me also just make sure that nothing weird pops up. Where is my window capture? My Chrome capture. There we go. So let's see who's available for a visit. Who can we see? Who can we say hello to? Twitch.tv. Let's see. Who can we give a small little raid to? What's this? Talk shows and podcast. Let's see. Let's go take a visit to... Oh, Glooby's having a 100 follower karaoke. I haven't followed her yet. So let's go raid Glooby then. I've seen her around a lot. Glooby. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. Let me just mute my headphones so that doesn't pick up. Alright. So I'm also gonna drop a follow on them. / raid Glooby. And let's go. If you'd like to join me, let's all give her a visit. Oh, I might have been using... Class is dismissed.